All right, welcome back. 6:17 the time. Just when you thought health care reform was dead in the water, President Obama says, think again. They may try to get that thing through with or without the help of Republicans. All right, we've got Steve Darden with Williams Financial Advisors, LLC, in to talk health care, believe it or not, because there is a direct effect on what's going on in D.C. You were glued to the set for 7 hours last week watching that stuff play out. Let's talk about that. Why this does greatly affect what you guys are doing and the words of advice you may share with your clients.
In a big picture sense, it does. In a day-to-day sense, maybe not, but in a big picture sense, absolutely, because right now, if you look at what we're spending on health care, it adds up to about 16% of all the goods and services produced in the country. And if you go backward in time about 30 years, it was about half that. So we're on a trajectory and have been for a long, long time that's just unsustainable. Something has to happen with health care.
Which way does it need to go? I mean, can we just let it go the way it is, or do we need reform, or as from the financial side?
Yeah, I mean, we absolutely need reform of some kind. I think that what's being put out there right now is not the solution. All the issues that are being brought up right now are about coverage. You know, we need to cover more people. Well, you have to attack the cost issue first. You absolutely have to get cost under control, and then you have the conversation about, okay, now how do we cover more people now that we've got cost under control?
Now, we heard that same argument from a Kentucky lawmaker who almost put the brakes on unemployment benefits, saying, we're going to pay for this, I'm not going to pass it, and you got 1 million people worried about their unemployment benefits. I mean, do you not sometimes have to kind of go down that road before you've got the money in the pocket to get it done?
I think on health care, the issue is just too big. Again, you know, when you think about we're spending 16% of everything produced in this country is going toward health care, and on a trajectory that we're on, that could easily be 1/3 of everything we produce 30 years from now, and that's unsustainable. The next highest country that I'm aware of is Germany, and they spend more like 10 or 11% of their total goods and services.
You were saying earlier during the commercial break, train wreck. This thing is inevitable.
It's an absolute train wreck. I mean, it is. Social Security's a train wreck. Medicare's a train wreck. Healthcare in general is a train wreck. A lot of things that this country and politicians, you know, if you put yourself in their shoes, how much time and energy do they want to put into an issue that's really 20, 30 years down the road, as opposed to something that's happening right now? Okay, this isn't a train wreck that's going to hit the station next year, but 20, 30 years from now, when you think of it in terms of, okay, what are we going to leave for our kids and our grandkids, it's a train wreck.
Just a few seconds here. What element would you want to see from the financial perspective in some sort of reform that you think would make the biggest difference?
Yeah, you know, I think really, Doug, tort reform at the end of the day, at its root, is a big part of the issue, because if you think about what happens now, somebody that might need to have 2 tests run when they go in the hospital, well, the doctor's going to run 10 or 12 tests because they don't want to get sued if they miss something. So I think tort reform, you know, sensible tort reform is a big part of it.
All right, we'll see. There's a long road ahead. I got a feeling this won't be the last time you come on to talk about this one.
I assure you it won't. This one's going to go on and on for a while.
All right, Steve, thank you very much. Steve Darden with Williams Financial Advisors, LLC. You can find more about them on our website as well, KSLA.com.